We have got breaking news tonight. The New York Times has just reported on its website that during John McCain's first run for the White House 8 years ago, apparently top advisors were so concerned about a relationship with a 40-year-old lobbyist named Vicky Eisman, and they were particularly concerned that it had become romantic, that they, quote, intervened to protect the candidate from himself, instructing staff members to block the woman's access. This is a story that already has the political world buzzing, and we are learning more about it by the moment. John McCain has just issued a statement responding to the New York Times. In it, it says, "It is a shame that the New York Times has lowered its standards to engage in a hit-and-run smear campaign. John McCain has a 24-year record of serving our country with honor and integrity. He has never violated the public trust, never done favors for special interests or lobbyists, and he will not allow a smear campaign to distract from the issues at stake in this election. Americans are sick and tired of this kind of gutter politics. Nothing in this story to suggest that John McCain has ever violated the principles that have guided his career." There is a lot in this story. Let me read one more piece of the story before I go to my guests, and this is from, again, from the New York Times story that says, according to two former McCain's associates, some of the senator's advisors had grown so concerned that the relationship had become romantic that they took steps to intervene. A former campaign advisor described being instructed to keep Ms. Eisman away from the senator at public events, while a Senate aide recalled plans to limit Ms. Eisman's access to his offices. Both said Mr. McCain acknowledged behaving inappropriately and pledged to keep his distance from Ms. Eisman. The two associates, who said they had become disillusioned with the senator, spoke independently of each other and provided details that were corroborated by others. Whew. Joining us now, MSNBC analyst and columnist for Congressional Quarterly, Craig Crawford, political analyst and Democratic strategist Laura Schwartz, and Jim Warren, the managing editor of the Chicago Tribune and former Washington bureau chief. And on the phone with us is MSNBC's Pat Buchanan. All right, Jim, let me start with you. There's a lot of back and forth now going on between the New York Times and John McCain, but nothing in John McCain's statement specifically says it's not true what happened with Ms. Eisman. They're saying that the Times has lowered its standards. He didn't violate the public trust. He didn't do favors for special interests or lobbyists, which was one of the allegations in this, the suggestion that he may have done a favor for her. But he's not saying anything about this relationship.